Hey guys, so I wanted to come on and do a mukbang. This is going to be my first mukbang or mukbang. I hate it when people mispronounce it because I used to live in South Korea. It is pronounced mukbang. So I went to Whole Foods and I purchased this rather large amount of food. It's rice and chickpeas and lentil, and it's really good. And then also here I have samosas. So stay tuned for my mukbang or is it muk? See, I'm messing up. Mukbang. Okay. So I think I want to talk about surrendering to life and like the journey it takes you on. And maybe this is going to be that's not good looking, like a chit chat, get to know me type video. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna post this because I feel like I look really weird, but we'll see. This is really good, by the way. I love Indian cuisine or Indian style cuisine because I can't really say this is Indian cuisine, but it's a Whole Foods rendition of Indian food. So it will do until I can get better food from an authentic Indian restaurant. So surrendering to the process of life. My life has been a crazy roller coaster. And I think it started around the time I was like, I want to say the better half of my life. Like after I got out of college, my life was really sort of chaotic, even though I didn't really create the chaoticness of my life. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if this is too personal, but once I got out of college, I had issues with family. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I want to like go into details about like that experience, but had issues with family. And once that resolved itself, then I think it became about like learning how to establish what I feel. I just learned how to establish my life and the things I wanted for it. And that took a long time. So I feel like that was the catalyst to me becoming more intentional about the way I interacted with God and the way that I interacted with people, and the way that I carried and interacted with myself. So I really had to, I guess, just design what I wanted to see for my life. And that looked like me not working a 9 to 5 and establishing or creating my own business, working for myself, being able to sorry, I just got a email message, and being able to shoot, I lost my train of thought. I don't know. And I think just doing deep work, doing like really figuring out why I was the way I was, because for a long time I had a lot of insecurities within myself, which made me react to the world differently, less confidently, less secure in who I was. So I had to do a lot of work to kind of re-establish trust within my own self. And all of this came from the life that I lived. So I used to be part of a church that was very legalistic, and I was on the verge of being cult-like because of the way that they would. This is hard for me to say because I don't want to speak badly about them, but this is my experience. Just the way they would teach you the Bible and their standards of what Christianity was very legalistic and controlling. So because of that, it caused a sense of not being able to trust myself when I wanted to make decisions, and just always relying on other people's opinion versus following my own intuition. So that's why I'm so big on listening to your inner self, and not your inner critic, and not your judgmental voice, but that voice that is subtle and it's firm, and it's a voice that guides versus a voice that controls or dictates your actions. And that's very hard to distinguish, guys. That's not easy. So you have to really know the difference between the two. The critical one, the judgmental one, and then the guidance and the confident, gentle, supportive, loving, caring, thoughtful voice that leads you in the direction that, one, you want to go, but two, that is best for you. So how I do that, or how I'm able to know the difference, or how I'm able to get to that point of knowing which one's which, is by spending a lot of time alone, spending a lot of time praying and spending. So I used to be, okay, so I would say spending a lot of time with knowing who you are, like the person that you see yourself as. And I was going to say spending a lot of time in the Word, because that's where the foundation of my relationship with God came from, and with myself. So not all things have bad outcomes. Was I a part of a church that really was oppressive? Yes, but it provided discipline in the relationship that I have with God, and it gave me a secure foundation with my beliefs. So, and with Him. So, because of this, it it's been the structure of my life. Yeah. So what else do you guys want to know? Or what else could I talk about? About a lot of food. So I could be here all day talking, but I'm not going to. I'm trying to think if I can come up with any other topics or ideas. So, okay, so I'll just continue. So after a while of experiencing or going through like different situations with what I wanted for myself, or with relationships that I had, I've come to learn how to draw information for the future from these past situations, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'll try and explain it again. So basically, I'm now able to, and sometimes it's hard, like in the moment, because I'm like, why is this happening to me? Why is this a current situation or a current or repeating cycle, when all I want is the best for myself, or all I want is the best outcome for this person or the relationship that we have. And then I learn something new through trying to process why something is happening to me. So, which is how I'm able to pull a lesson or pull insight out of a situation, even when it's difficult, to see the purpose. Excuse me, to see the purpose of that experience. My water is over there, and it's just staring at me like, bitch, if you don't come and get me. Hang on. So I'm in my pajamas because I just came back from the grocery store. And then I have dessert too. So I can't eat. First of all, I shouldn't be eating sugar, but that's not going to happen. And I not that I can't eat it, but I prefer not to eat it. Carbs and starches, and I'm gluten-free, or at least I try to stay on the gluten-free end of my food. So this is a flourless cake, and oh my God, it's so good. And then this is also another flourless cake, and this is this is my nemesis. Like, I'm addicted to that stuff. But yeah, so I've been going through a lot, and I'm just treating myself because that is the that is a gift I'm giving myself, is being able to enjoy the little gifts that are available to me during this hard time. This is so good. Sorry if you can see my cleavage or my boobies. I'm not trying to like flash you or anything. This is so good. It's so flavorful. It has potato, peas, and Indian spices. It's so good. I got 3 of them. But anyway. So where did I leave off? So yeah, so now I'm able to pull or draw in real time why I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing, and what should I do with, like, where do I go from here? How do I move forward from this moment in order to help me live how I want to, in order to better myself in a way that allows me to rely and trust on God, and allows me to be all the more self-sufficient and independent and secure within myself, instead of putting that sort of heaviness or that burden on someone else to make me feel the way that I want to feel, which is secure and independent and self-assured. So it doesn't come easy, but with time, you're able to learn how to take care of yourself emotionally and mentally, instead of relying on other people to do it for you, which is something that I've had to learn from my life and for who I am. Yeah. And so I think that's been my journey, learning how to I want to say, like, survive, even though I don't think that's the right word. It's more like learning how to fight, or maybe it's I wouldn't say learning how to fight, but yeah, that too, learning how to fight for myself, in the midst of like when people and things are against me, but not in a physical way, but more in a, I don't know how to say, definitely in a spiritual way, but also um, intelligent in a intelligible way. Yeah. So using my past experiences, using my knowledge of myself, using my knowledge of circumstances, and just my knowledge of um, characters and behaviors of people, using my knowledge of like structures and structure, what am I saying? Um, Systems and I don't know. So I have like, and society. So I have a really like, um, sociological or social um, perspective on things, on why people act the way they do, and um, who or what has made them who and what they are. Uh, I I like also love hearing people's stories and just like figuring out like where they come from, like their backgrounds, like their upbringings, things that have made them who they are to get to the point where we might be having a disagreement or not on the same page, or maybe they made me feel a certain way. So all of these different things are thrown into my thought process when I'm engaging with people, or even after the fact, after I've dealt with a difficult situation, and even with myself, just being able to give myself kindness and um, grace when it comes to mistakes that I've made within different scenarios. So, so I want to say that's all of that. I think I say all of that just to give an example of like how I'm able to, like I said, towards the beginning of this video, how I'm able to um, create a deeper connection with myself in order to supply myself with better tools, or with the tools to love me, to love and to love other people too, um, but mostly me. um, and to build that deeper connection and relationship with God and with myself. So I hope you enjoyed this mukbang. I'm saying it wrong, mukbang. And um, yeah, this was impromptu, so I'm just gonna end it here. And if you guys have any questions or are interested in any um, information about my work and what I do, please leave a comment below and I will talk to you soon. Take care. I'm gonna go finish my food. Bye.